Well, in our last interview, you had some interesting things to say about Kanye.
Oh, yeah.
He's recently been making news again, this time talking about his addiction to porn. And he even said that this kind of ties into, the things that you've been saying about Hollywood, but he said, "The Hollywood is a giant brothel. Pornography destroyed my life. I deal with the addiction. Instagram promotes it. Not gonna let it happen to North and Chicago."
Okay, so Orlando Brown started exposing the industry, and now everybody wants to expose me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not riding any coattails, bro. These really, really tried to kill me. These really, really put me in a position to where I was not supposed to have. And you know what I'm saying, like the powers that be, honestly, loosely and lovingly allow me to live. So when it comes down to the whole Kanye situation, it's like, man, nobody gives a fuck about his story. You know what I'm saying? We give a fuck about what you do for the public. It's okay to have a church. It's okay to sell shoes. It's okay to do all that. But what the nigga should have been doing is going to schools and giving these shoes out for free. You understand what I'm saying to you?
I hear you.
It's a oxymoron when you connect it to the kids like that, and then and you're not now you're just now giving up information. Now we needed that years ago when they was calling you crazy. We needed that years ago before they put your ass and admitted you into the hospital. We needed all this information that you're giving us now years ago, Kanye. But at the same time, you gotta love Kanye. He's a genius. And in that genius, there is time to figure out that, you know what I'm saying, like none of this shit is his fault either. And that's the beautiful part. None of this shit is his fault either, man. So porn in itself, man, is the definition of watching someone sell their soul.
Okay.
You're watching people that you love literally get fucked. Literally. And I've literally talked to the owner of Pornhub. I said, take it down. He said, no. Okay. All right, cool. Nigga, if I identify my mama in that motherfucker, I bet you. See, this is serious shit. Just because somebody got a facelift don't mean that that's not them.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying to you? So if I'm putting you in a position to understand where I'm coming from, okay, let me tell you something. Celebrities are having facelifts and they're getting on Pornhub and they're fucking. And when you start watching Pornhub and you look at these faces, they're gonna manifest itself to you. Okay. It's not a game out here. They're oh yeah, my mom died and oh yeah, I want to see my mom again. Oh yeah. So yeah, get that ass up. We gonna make sure your mama pull up. We gonna pull your mama right up out the grave, nigga. That's how that shit go. And people don't want to believe it, but it's right in front of your face on Pornhub. You're watching people, now all of a sudden they got these big ass chains and all that, but you're jacking off to these people's iniquities. You're jacking off to these people's problems. You're jacking off to somebody that wanted their kid to get through college. You're jacking off to somebody that fucking couldn't pay for somebody's hospital bill. You dirty, sick motherfucker. That shit is nasty. Like, fuck. That shit is weird. Like, oh my God, that shit is weird. Like, it makes no sense. And then they're so bold with it. They're bold as fuck. They're bold as fuck. And it makes me be like in public, like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna bust your ass. Try me. Cause it's what you live for, not what you're willing to die for. I'm willing to live for these kids. I'm willing to live for my purpose. I'm willing to live for my goals. I'm willing to live for the world to be able to understand what an example is of somebody that's prepared to die for what they believe in. That's nothing else, nothing more. My kids, my wife, they gonna hold me down. But daddy gonna take this bullet. Daddy gonna take this fight. Whatever I gotta do in order for my kids to know, you're gonna have to fight, stand up for what you believe in. In order for other people's kids to understand, you're gonna have to fight, stand up for what you believe in. It's gotta be it gotta be an ending point. It gotta be an ending point. You know what I'm saying? So with Kanye, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love that black man, but when it come down to it, man, like I keep saying, fuck him. He got too much power to be playing like he playing. And if and God knows and God knows, you know, God willing, I get to a position to where, you know, I could sell a whole bunch of shoes and shit. You know, I'm everybody getting some fucking shoes.
How do you feel about him saying...
Even Kanye gonna get some fucking shoes. Kanye gonna get some shoes, Aaron.
How do you feel about him saying that Hollywood is a giant brothel?
That's because he know what I know. Like, I said that shit on Tasha K. Shout out Tasha. They're fucking. Everybody's fucking, bro. It's nasty. Gracious to God for the fact that now, you know, that I've been able to sleep out my dreams, live out my nightmares. It's like, you know, I talked to God today, and I'm assured that everybody that I spoke of that was on the streets of Hollywood then got their shit back. I'm assured of that. So when things start switching, you know, for Kanye, we'll start seeing Kanye, but he'll be shorter like he really was. He'll be short and skinny, like the real Kanye. You know, I don't know who this big monster is. I think it's Bill Cosby or something like that. But when it comes down to it, until he gets short and skinny again, I don't hear shit he say. Where's the nigga with the collar up? Where's the backpacks, Kanye? Kanye, the real Kanye like Louis Vuitton bags. Who is this fucking imposter? God damn it. Yeah, so, you know, we want the Kanye that has the collars up, you know, and, you know, we want the collar up. We want the Louis Vuitton backpacks. You know what I'm saying? And we want the skinny Kanye. We don't want this buff nigga with a $39,000 fucking chin and shit. We don't need it. We don't want it. So, yes. I love you, Kanye. You're going to get your shit back, okay? Watch, I bet you're going to be shorter and everything and skinny and shit. And his job going to be back and shit. Going to be dancing around with his backpack and shit and his collar up and shit.